Guess what? We're probably not going to have to wait another 3 years for Illumination and Nintendo's next movie, because according to Universal Pictures of Spain, who put out a full schedule basically of their upcoming films, we can see a surprising listing on April 12th, 2028 for an untitled Illumination/Nintendo event film. Yes, this has to be the next Mario adjacent movie, we assume at least. In fact, we probably know exactly what this is, probably not a full-on Mario sequel. However, if you've been following the channel, as I imagine most of you have been, you may have heard that there was already a copyright issue last year from Universal Studios Pictures, or from Universal Pictures, for a untitled Donkey Kong project. This is probably what that is, so we're probably looking at Donkey Kong's release on April 12th, 2028. So that's under 2 years away, which is freaking exciting. Now, something else that this lines up with is a rumor put out by, or a report put out by My Time to Shine Hello, it is a rumor to be clear, in which they kind of gave a whole rundown on the potential Nintendo Cinematic Universe in terms of what they've heard of movies being considered, both by Illumination and others. So let's go ahead and go into this, because right off the bat, they say a Donkey Kong movie already is in deep in development and slated for a 2028 release. So bam, right there, that's exactly what lines up with what we just heard. But beyond that, they also said work has begun on Mario 3, targeting 2029, which again is 3 years from now, which makes sense with the gap from the first movie to the second. Then they continue, a Star Fox movie is also in development, eyeing a 2030 release, which, if that's true, heck yeah, because I freaking love Fox McCloud in the Mario Galaxy movie. I want to see more of him and the whole team on the big screen. After that, though, is where things really start getting a little bit crazy in terms of, like, possibilities. A Kirby movie is in early development. Luigi's Mansion is in the pitching stages as a search for writers. A Yoshi's Island movie is in a similar stage. Despite previous statements, a Super Smash Bros. Movie is being planned but won't release until after Star Fox. So if Star Fox is actually happening, that means Smash Bros. Wouldn't be till after 2030, or likely even far later than that. So multiple years away. But then also, they're also exploring ideas for Bowser's and a Princess Peach and Rosalina movie. Woo! So that is a lot of rumors there. Now, I don't know what the validity is of all of these. A lot of them at the latest are in early planning, assuming it's accurate in the first place. So I wouldn't consider any of this locked up, for good. Though I think, Donkey Kong, Mario, and Star Fox are probably the safest bets of everything here. Beyond that, who's to say? But I would love myself to personally see a Luigi's Mansion movie and, Super Smash Brothers. It'd be fun. I mean, we already saw a little glimmer, a little taste of that in the Mario Galaxy movie. It's still hard for me to fully picture how that would work exactly, but hey, if they could pull it off, I'm there for it. But, again, it feels like we already got a good taste of that in, Mario Galaxy. So, which was fun, but I also have my problems with it. And I guess my main problem with the Smash Brothers movie is would there be room for any character development? If it's all just Nintendo characters, is there room to do anything, with those characters, right? The first Avengers only had, what, really 4 main characters? 5 heroes, maybe? But, Smash Brothers has, what, like 80 or something insane? I doubt the movie would have that many, but point is, would they be able to have a good story in there? Or would it just be a bunch of cameo stuff? Who's to say? In any case, that is the news, everyone. I'll link to all this in the description below if you want to read more about it yourself. Of course, we have the Zelda movie coming up next year as well. So it seems like it's going to be non-stop Nintendo movies, potentially. We got Zelda, we got Donkey Kong, we got Mario, probably, possibly Star Fox after that, then who knows what. But it seems like Illumination is definitely, Illumination and Nintendo definitely cracked, they tapped into something, good here in terms of, like, making things people really want to see in theaters. So hopefully they can keep that going. A Star Fox movie could be amazing, and I'm there for it. So that's all I got, everyone. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this. And with that, we'll catch you later. And hopefully see Donkey Kong on the big screen in 2028. Alright, bye everyone.